Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Pearl Flamingo, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the new Assassin's Creed Mirage. We saw the first gameplay trailer during the Ubisoft Forward Showcase. I've already given my thoughts on Star Wars Outlaws. I'll be giving my thoughts on the new Avatar game in due course, but let's bring the conversation back to Assassin's Creed and just to give you my background story, I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I definitely do prefer the older games, um, with the focus is on stealth. With the Ezio story, I did like Unity and Syndicate and Brotherhood and Revelations. I also did like Black Flag as well. Especially the mechanics with the ships. I was also a fan of Assassin's Creed 3 as well, even though it was kind of divisive at the time. Um, with the new games, the RPG ones, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, they're fun games. But especially with the bloat of Valhalla, it can get, the game became tedious at a certain stage. So when Ubisoft announced that they were going back to their roots and they were going to focus on what made Assassin's Creed the franchise that it is today. I was very excited about that, and you know, um, my thoughts on the Mirage trailers is mainly positive. Um, and I like the gameplay that we saw. First of all, let's start with the environment. The environment looks good. Um, I like the setting as well, and we got some variation as well. I also like how we're able to interact with the environment, as we go on our parkour missions. I think it's going to create some interesting gameplay. Um, as we implement the base as well. I like the RPG elements that they did bring in from the previous games, and it looks like we're going to be able to create some tools and find different ways of distracting the enemies. There's different methods of taking down, and there's also some new abilities as well. I'm not too sure how those abilities are going to work, but I'm pretty excited for them, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, uh, those are my positives. I don't have necessarily any negatives. I'll just say it's more concerns. The first thing was just the enemy AI. I've been uh, playing Assassin's Creed for a long time, so I thought the enemy AI was just going to be a little bit more responsive. Obviously, the game's still a work in progress, and there's still a long way to go until the release date. So these are things that Ubisoft may still be working on. And like I said, the gameplay that we saw doesn't necessarily represent what the final game is going to look like, which can be a good or bad thing depending on, your opinion of Ubisoft in general. But I'll remain optimistic just because, it's such a flagship property for them as well. And they've kind of reached a make or break point with this game. So I do feel like they will figure out the AI with the enemies. But the second thing, and it's more of a bigger concern, is the voice acting that I saw from the characters. Even the motion capture as well. Things just seemed a little bit off. As I said, this game is still a work in progress, so there's plenty of time for them to sort out these things. But you know, um, I wasn't emotionally connecting with the characters. Things felt a little bit off. Um, this criticism was also levied, at Assassin's Creed. Especially with Odyssey and Valhalla with certain characters, but yeah, with the accent, it just the accent was a bit inconsistent from here and there. Like I said, they're still working on this game, so it's a work in progress. So there's still plenty of time until the final game is released, but it did affect the immersion a little bit as well. I don't know what the language options are going to be with this game. If we're gonna, be able to, if the characters will be able to perform in a different language, and that might make a difference. But it's just a point of contention at the moment. But overall, the game looks fun. We're gonna have to see what it looks like when it gets released. But it does look promising. The graphics look good. I'm gonna keep my eye out on this and keep you guys updated. See what we see, when we get new footage, and hopefully try get a copy as soon as possible, and give you my thoughts, on the gameplay as well. But thank you very much for joining me. My next video will be on the new Avatar game. And I think after that, I'm going to do, go back in time. I'll give you my thoughts on Starfield and the Xbox showcase in general. I'll also cover the PlayStation showcase. I'm also a big Mortal Kombat fan, so I'll probably also speak about Mortal Kombat 1 and what we can expect from that. But until then, have a great day, and thank you for your time.